3 months after the Christmas Day bombing ravaged historic 2nd Avenue downtown, the cleanup and rebuilding effort has begun. And I recently got a rare up-close look at the damage inside the so-called hot zone with a person who knows a lot about the important history of the area.
First off, just taking a look, what's your impression?
It hurts my heart to see this, and yet I can see that it's salvageable.
This is the closest Ann Roberts has been to the blast zone. Despite the initial visual shock, facades blown away, piles of bricks and rubble, there is a flurry of activity. The sounds of construction and repair. That gives her hope.
Not saying it will be easy, not saying it will be quick, but those buildings can be fixed.
Those buildings aren't just any structures. But we see at the top of the building, 1887.
Right, and this is the Ray building.
Many are more than 150 years old. They rose along what was once called Market Street in post-Civil War Nashville.
You know, Nashville came out of the Civil War in much better shape than a lot of the southern towns and cities.
Commercial goods would arrive by boat on the Cumberland River, be unloaded on the First Avenue side, and vendors would then sell to the public on Second Avenue.
Over the years, it has transitioned from those original uses to residential, retail, restaurant, entertainment.
And over the years, Ann has been there too. She served on the Historical Commission for 3 decades, fighting to keep developers from changing the look and feel of the area, and helping to restore buildings after a raging fire in 1985, the floods of 2010, and now the bombing.
To prevent further damage, they've had to put some shoring up.
Ann and other city leaders know these buildings may look devastated, but they are narrow and run a full city block deep toward the river. So while some facades are gone, structurally, the overall properties can be saved.
There's something about the materials, the way they're put together, the craftsmanship. We have wonderful photographic representation of what they look like.
Right.
So it's not impossible by a long shot to reconstruct.
But that will cost money, now and in the future.
This shouldn't be another Broadway. It needs to have its own identity.
An identity that Ann says represents the entire community.
We know this is part of our story. This is part of Nashville's story.